Hello, I'm Russell Phillips, owner of Phillips Hearing Center, located in Prevention Park in Frankfort, Kentucky. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about a particular type of hearing loss. And first of all, I want to encourage anyone that's 55 or over to take their hearing very seriously and to get your hearing checked at least once a year. Hearing is an overall part of your overall health. And so many people, if it's their eyes, they will that affects them and they'll go get their eyes checked. But otherwise, if it's their hearing, that affects people around them much more than it does that individual person. So it takes them a long time before they actually decide to come in and get their hearing checked. So I really want to encourage you to take it very seriously. What I'd like to do today is just kind of talk to you about a particular type of hearing loss. And this is probably the most particular type that I see most often, especially in men. And it's called a high-frequency hearing loss. And there used to not be a whole lot we could do for high-frequency hearing loss, but with the digital hearing aids and so many other things, features in hearing aids now, we can really help the high-frequency type of hearing loss a great deal. This is a typical audiogram, and we test people at all these different frequencies. Okay? Now, up to about 25 decibels, that's still considered to be normal hearing. In this particular case, like again, most men, they hear, but they just don't have the clarity and understanding. Which means if they get in a situation, maybe in a restaurant or where you have 4 or 5 people talking at the same time, or a soft-spoken person, again, they'll hear and they'll know somebody's talking, but they're not going to be sure exactly what they're saying. Somebody might say they had an itch, and they might think that they said they were digging a ditch. They just don't have that clarity and understanding like they once did. And again, they kind of begin to take that for granted. And in that type of situation, as you can see here on this audiogram, they're going all the way from normal to moderate to severe to moderately severe, basically in this audiogram. Okay? And 75% of the clarity and understanding comes from 1,000 to 4,000. So that's the area we really have to amplify whenever we look at hearing instruments. The other situation is, with this type of loss, people feel like they have a lot of occlusion, or they feel like they're in a barrel. And with the newer type of hearing aids now, again, we can adjust for that and basically eliminate the occlusion and just amplify those areas where they need that clarity. But I'm sure you all know someone that have mentioned that they feel like that people are mumbling a little bit, or they're starting to say what more than they once did. And that's a sure tell sign, along with turning the TV up a lot louder, that somebody has a high frequency or an overall hearing loss. What the problem is, a lot of people will actually let that go up until they get into their 80s or whatever, and basically they just start ignoring people altogether and just kind of ignore that somebody's even talking to them. So we know for sure that people have waited an awful long time whenever that occurs. So anyway, I just wanted to again say that this type of hearing loss can be helped. It's very common. And many people that are going to the open fit type of hearing aid today are having a lot of success with it. So I really do want to encourage you to come in yourself, or if you have parents or grandparents or brothers or sisters or whatever. Sometimes it takes a little nudge from someone else for somebody to come in and get their hearing tested. If people have worked around noise, such as maybe in a factory, or in men's cases where they've been a farmer, or they've been a truck driver, or they've been carpenters, or worked around airplanes, anything that has been pretty noisy for several years, so many places did not enforce as far as wearing earplugs, and today that's totally different. But again, just think about it, and if I can be of any help to you, please give me a call at 502-352-2468. Again, that's in Prevention Park in Frankfort, Kentucky. Thank you.